Bring these interesting new programs that Marty mentioned to you, and we need your subscriber dollars to do it. If for some reason you should get a busy signal, use our toll-free number. It's 1-800-237-1100. That number is also appropriate for those of you who live outside the Chicago area. We'll pay for the call, but we'd like to hear from you right now. Use the toll-free number. The call will only take about 60 seconds, and you can buy your programming for a full year with that 60-second telephone call. The operators know just what to do. They'll ask your name, address, telephone number, and the amount of your subscription pledge. They'll tell you briefly about our premiums. If you'd like to subscribe for $100, the Doctor Who tote bag that Marty showed you can be yours, along with 12 months of 11 magazine and 12 months of Chicago magazine. So you're going to get some great programs no matter how much you subscribe. And if $5 is truly your limit, that's just fine. We'll spend those $5 very well on your behalf. Your pledge of financial support will engender a pledge from us to you of fine programming all year long. Marty?
A young woman named Jody Wallum. No, it isn't the last break of the drive. It's after we see It's a Wonderful Pledge, right? Okay, thank you. Jody Wallum, or Wellham of Rolling Meadows, wrote to me, and she said, describing Sylvester McCoy, he's a 43-year-old Scotsman who was born Patrick Kent Smith. I don't think he should have changed his name. He is 5'6", with black curly hair. Who knows what color it will be when John Nathan Turner gets a hold of it. Well, and he's been in Pirates of Penzance, Starlight Express, and Cats as well.
Oh.
And now he is Doctor Who. We're going to stay here in the studio to take your calls if you've had any difficulty getting through while It's a Wonderful Pledge is on, and I guarantee you this delay of Doctor Who for tonight will be worth the wait when you see this. You can call us at our toll-free number, 1-800-237-1100, and our operator is going to stay in the studio to take your calls. We want your subscriptions. You want the programs. We'll stay here to take them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot what I told him the roll cue was going to be. Okay, with apologies to Frank Capra and to James Stewart, here is It's a Wonderful Pledge.
I'm looking forward.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Looks like we'll have to send someone down. Down on Earth tonight, a man named Marty Robinson is very depressed.
Marty Robinson? Depressed? What does he have to be depressed about? Has he seen the ratings for Making of a Continent?
No, he's despondent over the recent pledge drive. I guess they didn't meet their goal.
Well, we'll just have to send Clarence down to help him out.
Perhaps, but at the moment, Marty's downtown pleading with some of the station's creditors.
You're all businessmen here. Couldn't we build a better station? Couldn't we build a larger viewership? You said, what'd you say just a minute ago? That we have to wait and save our money until after this fiscal year is over? Wait for what? Until they've forgotten why they work there? Our staff is brimming over with new ideas that they're wanting to implement. Just remember this, Mr. Banker, that this staff we're talking about, they do all of the working, producing, and broadcasting on this station. Well, is it too much to have them work and produce and broadcast in some decent studios and offices? Anyway, Bill McCarter doesn't think so. People are human beings to him, but to you, all warped, frustrated old men, they're paychecks. Well, in my book, Bill's a much richer man now than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in ideals. I'm talking about you paying your bills.
Hey, fellas, Marty's gone berserk.
Yes, we heard about it. He's roaming the city demanding pledges.
So will you subscribe this pledge period?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe? Maybe? I don't want any maybe. We've got to have your money.
Watch Nova.
Now look, mister, do you realize what's going to happen if we can't fund it? Listen to me. Maybe you work for one of our matching companies, and they'll supplement your pledge.
You've told me about matching companies and the 3 ways to paying, and I can't stand it anymore.
Listen to me. Pledge.
I can't pledge anymore, Marty. It hurts.
Where's your money, you silly, stupid old fool? Where's your money? Do you realize what this means? It means no more nightly business reports or high noon. That's what it means. Who'll tell Dick Bowman? Well, it's not going to be me.
Never seen Marty like this.
I guess I'll head for home.
What's the matter with you? Look where you're going.
Watch where you're going yourself with that truck. Get it out of the way. I wish they'd sell that Barth, or else learn how to drive it. That poor crew. What an assignment. Bruce Dumont, live from Berwyn. Sure is snowing. I don't know, I think I'd better go back inside the station and wait around until Finn finishes plowing the parking lot. The slush is terrible. Look at that.
This isn't gonna be easy. So, Marty, you still think these sledgehammer pledge tactics are the answer, huh?
I don't know. I guess you're right. It's supposed to be better if I'd never done pledge at all.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I'd never done pledge.
Oh, you mustn't say things like that, Marty. Wait a minute. That's an idea. Show him what it'd be like. That'd do it, all right. All right? You've got your wish. You've never done pledge. Finn, you're out there working on the new wing in weather like this?
What'd you say?
You've never done pledge. That's all I said. And now I'm going to show you exactly what those pledge breaks would be like without you.
Hillary, could you go over there and get that board and bring it back over here to me? This is... Oops. Oh, dear. Honey will help you. This... oh, you're in front of the camera.
Well, I don't
Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to KSBS TV, where tonight we are celebrating Summer Fair 1985.
John, in your style and in developing...
Oh! Awful. Awful. Simply awful. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. Our pledge breaks are works of art. Get me back to the studio. Get the pie charts, please. Please. I want to pledge again. I want to pledge again. But first, I gotta get this cinder out of my eye.
Hey, where's Marty? Where's Marty?
He's in here.
Oh, good. Hey, look, the financial worries are over for a while. We just sold Chicago Magazine. Look at all this loot. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it great? Yeah.
Here's some more money, Marty. We sold the entire Rome telephone system.
Hey, Bruce Dumont got some used car lot in Berwyn to purchase the Bart. Told him it was a camper.
Quiet, quiet.
Good idea, Carlos. A toast to WTTW, the best TV station in town.
Dear Marty, remember, no man is a failure who gets pledges. Thanks for the wing, Bill.
What's that?
That's a Christmas present from a very good friend of mine.
Look, Marty, they say that every time a phone rings, a station manager gets his wing.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Bill.
It's very funny.
And you know the credit goes to Rick Coderba, really, who created it.
Some
and
talented
Harv
people
Moshman,
here.
who was the audio guy on it. I've never done any dubbing like that before. And you sit down and you do it over and over until you get it almost right, because it's impossible
You can't
to
really
perfect.
match,
That's great.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, it's funny.
every time the phone rings, a station manager gets his wing. That's kind of an inside joke. We just put a new wing on it. It's fairly expensive. And in the movie, it's gets his wings, an angel gets his wings, right?
Right.
Well, we were, before we started to entertain you with It's a Wonderful Pledge, the phones were doing very well with Doctor Who fans who were offering their money to pay for new programs. In effect, that's what you were doing. And we hope we'll pick up right from there. 588-1111. The phones are open now. You shouldn't have any difficulty getting through. And we're waiting for your call. Our operators are. Yeah, I'm sorry if it seems immodest if I was laughing too, but I've seen that thing about 6 times and it holds up. Here are the announcements I made before for those of you who missed them. We have purchased 4 additional episodes of Doctor number 6, Colin Baker. They are all part of the tale Trials of the Time Lord. Air dates to be announced, but coming soon. We have also purchased a Doctor Who special entitled Doctor Who Who's Who Special, a 1-hour documentary containing clips and interviews of all 6 Doctors. And as you know, as I mentioned, and you may already have known, a 7th Doctor is starting production in Great Britain on March the 30th. That is Sylvester McCoy. We'll be following the progress of that, and we have a projected American release of January 1988, but we have signed no contracts for it yet, frankly, because we don't have the funds available, but we hope to by that time, and you can make it a lot easier with your call and your subscription right now at 588-1111. We won't keep you here too much longer. We know you're waiting to see part 2 of The Time Monster, but let me remind you about the premiums. The Doctor Who duffel bag, a $100 subscription will bring you that, plus both magazines, Chicago Magazine and 11 Magazine, for 12 months. However, the $100 is a lot of money. We understand that, and we know that we have, well, Doctor Who fans and subscribers run the gamut. We have people who are in junior high, we have brain surgeons, hostage negotiators, all kinds of people watch Doctor Who. And some of the younger ones don't have that kind of money, $100. So subscribe with $5 or $10 or whatever you feel you're able. To others of you who can't afford $100, but it's a little difficult, want to use your charge card? Fine. MasterCard or Visa, you can spread the payments out. You can also use American Express. But get in touch with us. Let us know who you are so we can send the subscription information out to you. 588-1111. Here are a couple of the premiums which I co-opted from you.
That's fine. Any subscription of $40 or more will bring 11 Magazine, our monthly program guide. $50 will send you 12 months of both 11 and of Chicago Magazine. And $100 will send you the Doctor Who tote bag if you'd like to have that. You know, whether you watch Channel 11 a lot or just a little, you've probably seen our volunteers here night after night. You know, they're viewers just like you, and they're involved in the team spirit that makes these subscription drives work. But even though you're not in the studio with us, you can join in the enthusiasm by calling us right now at 588-1111. I know how easy it is to just sit back and enjoy the programs. But you know, it's really just as easy to get involved with the station. Take a moment now to pledge your support to the programming you watch. Every pledge, large or small, can make a difference. So don't sit on the sidelines and wait for somebody else to do the job. Join the team. There's a volunteer waiting to take your pledge right now. Your 60 seconds of calling will buy programming for a full year, and you'll be participating in making a community resource very, very strong. Channel 11's 30-year reputation for quality is well-deserved. We have our subscribers to thank. If you are one, we appreciate your indulgence while we use this opportunity, one of only 3 times a year, to raise money to buy programs and produce programs. We want this tradition to continue and to get better and better. We have a lot of people watching who don't subscribe. It isn't free television. Nothing's free anymore, and the costs are going up all the time. Your call makes such a difference you just can't imagine. Maybe you can't imagine. We've certainly told you enough that 57% of the dollars we have to spend on programs comes from our viewers, from you and me and everybody else, our kids' teachers and the guy who drives the bus and everybody else in Chicago and outside who watches Channel 11 and subscribes. Make the difference by calling now.
This is our last pledge break of this drive.
I know you're heartbroken.
And not a moment too soon, right? But it's doing pretty well, and we'll get to the program momentarily. This young man right over here, well, he's busy, but he's the last phone to ring. So we know when his phone lights up that everybody is calling, which means you might get a busy signal. And if you do get a busy signal, just wait a couple of seconds and call again. The phones are always opening up. Or try toll-free 1-800-237-1100. Here's some new people just tonight. Diane and Greg Robinson of Chicago, Richard Andringa of Chicago, Peggy Kozel of Chicago Ridge, Mark Olson of Yorkville. Where's Yorkville, you know?
No.
Somebody will call and tell me. Antonio Paniagua of Chicago, Jim Jesberg of Glendale Heights, the Plazowski family, Mr. and Mrs. Philip Plazowski of Chicago, Dale Lukes of Berwyn, Bruce Dumont live from Berwyn. What an assignment. Jerome Klein of Valparaiso, Indiana, from Lake Zurich. Jan Kuba. Tim Class of Lombard. He has a lot of class, of course. And these are people who are sending money into this station so that Doctor Who and all our programs will continue. That's what it's all about. 588-1111.
You know, something I thought to add that I hadn't mentioned recently, and we're thinking about it as April comes upon us, is that your subscription to Channel 11 is tax deductible. And there are a lot of deductions that we've lost this year, depending on your status and so forth. But Channel 11 remains a deductible cost. So subscribe and save yourself some money. And another thing I should mention is that a lot of companies in the Chicagoland area match your subscriptions dollar for dollar, sometimes even 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. So the way to check on that and to make your pledge count for even more is to check at your personnel office on Monday morning and see if indeed your company does match your subscription. Tell them you subscribed and they'll probably match it. And if not, there you go. There's a suggestion for the old box.
We are at $65,000 for the evening. Which I hope this doesn't sound as though we don't appreciate that. That's very good. For last Sunday night of subscription drive, though, we usually run around 100,000, and it is low. And we're off our goal. We didn't make our goal this year, but each subscription helps. And if we could work that up during this last break up to $70,000, that would help a great deal.
It's doable.
And who are we helping? We're not helping us, really. You're helping yourselves. It's quid pro quo, as I like to say. That's about the extent of my Latin.
I took 4 years, and that's about the extent of my Latin.
But it means this for that.
That's right.
Tit for tat.
You get what you pay for and all of that kind of thing.
Oh, I know also mea culpa, but I don't happen to be guilty. So
He's not guilty. Yes, you are. No, I'm not.
All right. Here's the new Doctor. The article reads, an even zanier Doctor Who was promised today by unknown actor, I bet he likes that, unknown actor Sylvester McCoy, who takes over the role in the long-running TV series. I don't want it to be slapstick, but I would like to see even more of that kind of dotty, zany humor that Patrick Troughton brought to the role, the 43-year-old Sylvester, who takes over this autumn in time for the show's 24th anniversary, said.
24th anniversary.
Is that right? 24th anniversary.
Well, we're celebrating an anniversary here tonight, too, in a sense. 30 years of great programming, a subscription drive that we're finishing up now, and we want to thank all of you who called, and we also want to thank the people who took your calls. We have some folks in our studio tonight from the Culinary Enterprises Incorporated. We want to thank them especially for providing food for our volunteers tonight. We also have volunteers here to answer the phone from the Fan Tech League at the College of DuPage, the Northwest Suburban Chapter of the National Association of Accountants, and the Friends of Channel 11. You can be a friend, too. All it takes is a telephone call. 588-1111 or 1-800-237-1100.
I neglected to mention, the chauvinist that I am, there's another person in this picture, right?
Well, you mentioned it before.
Did I? Well,
you said his leading lady.
Yeah, her name is Bonnie Langford, and she will play his assistant, Melanie. Hey, when do you suppose they'll have a female doctor? Are there no female Time Lords?
That's a great idea.
Oh, there was a female Time Lord, sure.
I don't know.
Romana Dvora-Trelander.
Yes.
You remember her,
Yes,
don't you?
I do. Yes, I do.
But maybe the next one. We'll see. And we will see, won't we?
Looking forward, always forward.
We will see the Time Lord Part 2. I mean, I beg your pardon. We will see the Time Monster, which involves a Time Lord, Part 2, right now. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Who knows when we'll get a chance to do this again. It's been fun, hasn't it?
Don't forget to fulfill your subscription pledge, too.
Yes. That means when the letter comes in the mail, you know what to do. Thank you and good night. Good night to all our staff, our producers, all our operators through the whole period of this subscription drive. And thank you, Dan Roskuska.